welcome. My name is Trish. Now I'm going to read on current events today. So the thing that is in the news at the moment is P. Diddy. So I'm just going to do a little reading, but I thought I might do something a little bit different because he has been arrested. I'm not really interested in what he's done, so I thought I might read on the people around him. So he's named a lot of people actually himself, but there's a lot of people where there's photos coming out, big name people too, with photos with him, and I thought I might just pull a couple of cards on those people just to see, you know, what they're up to, what their state of mind is, what their connection is to the P. Diddy stuff. So now I've already read on this and it didn't record. The record didn't press properly, but it was so interesting. I think it said Jay-Z was hitting the road. It was interesting. So anyway, I will start again, and I'm going to start with, first of all, I might actually start with P. Diddy. Let's just pull 3 cards around P. Diddy. Now, I'm not normally into celebrities. I do believe it falls under thou shalt not worship false idols, so I don't really get into celebrities, but there are current events, and I do like to read on current events. So let's do P. Diddy first of all. 3 cards. Oops, there we go. Okay. Scattered, unorganized, so maybe didn't get all of his, maybe annoyed that he didn't get all of his ducks in a row, and things aren't going his way. Over it, he's had enough of maybe his legal team. He's had enough of something, so he's not happy about the way the situation's going. It's scattered and it's not going well. It's not going in his favor. Choice and deliberation coming up around him, so he's got choices to make around his case, and it's going to be a very slow process. It's going to take time from him. So, and I'm just making them quick, easy readings. I'm not reading into what he's done. I'm just reading into the people around him. So first of all, let's go with Jay-Z, because Jay-Z seems to be the closest person to him. So Jay-Z, let's pull cards on Jay-Z to see his connection, how he's feeling, what's going on around him. He's leaving it behind. So like I said, it said he was hitting the road or he was splitting. It said on the last reading. This one here is he's leaving it behind. Discarding, getting rid of things. Maybe he's getting rid of things, discarding information, discarding whatever he can, or he's just leaving it behind. Anything else for Jay-Z? Same card as before. When I did the reading before on him and didn't record it, time to hit the road. Getting out of there. And this card here too was the other one that came out. It was these 2 plus one other one, which I can't remember what it was called. Same thing. So same thing around him. Split minds, in 2 minds about a situation. So about what he should do, where he should go. So in split minds about it, or I just plain out the word I said before. He's splitting. He's splitting. Hitting the road, leaving it behind. Okay, so I will read on Beyonce next, because she's connected to Jay-Z, and see how she's tied up in all of this. Again, it's not accusations towards anybody. It is just looking at their energy and looking at what they're doing, how they're feeling, you know, their involvement, I guess. Okay, so for her, she's being very careful with her actions around this situation. She has choices to make around and deliberating, and that came up when I read on her before. It said choices to make. There is a little bit of mental struggle. She is a bit anxious about the connections here, so and maybe fearful or worried about some information coming out around her, but she's deliberating a choice that she's making, and she's being very careful about a situation. Again, she's over it, had enough, so she's annoyed by the situation and trying to clean up how unorganized or unscattered information is or something is in the situation. But I feel these are the ones that came out closely to what came out before when I read on her. The next person that I'm just going off the top of my head here, I don't have a list. I want to read on Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber's energy around P. Diddy, please. Time to get away? Or maybe relieved he can get away? discarding it, leaving it behind. Again, same cards. He's leaving it behind. I worry about that one in the way that it's getting left behind. Wants to get away from it all. Wants to just leave it all behind him. Okay, so let's see if there's one more card for him. Okay, so he's searching for something. I guess he's trying to find himself. Or searching for something. He needs to get away and find himself here, I think. But desiring more, wanting more. I actually just think that comes into how he was tied into it was because he wanted more. It's like that song that he wrote. He was in it for the Ferrari or whatever the song was. But was it worth it? That's a bit of a freaky song, that one there. But yeah, I think that's related to how he was involved in it. He just wanted more, and that's how he got involved with all this. But now he's got to try and get away from it, leave it all behind, and search for himself and find himself. Or it could be that somebody's searching for something around him, or he's searching for something. Somebody's searching for him. Okay, Usher, P. Diddy. Usher and P. Diddy. Okay, cards for Usher and P. Diddy. In split mind, so it could be splitting as well. Splitting. Making steps, putting steps in place. And he's hibernating, is going underground, out of public view. Hibernating is when you go away from everybody else, so he's getting away from everybody but taking steps. He's making steps here for some reason. But splitting and going, it'll be inactive, and he's getting away from the situation. Okay, J-Lo, I think I saw her name connected to the situation as well, so J-Lo and P. Diddy. Okay, so I'm not accusing anybody of anything here. I just got to be clear. I'm just pulling in to see what people's energies are in relation to this. The reason I say that is because when reading J-Lo, there's a level of protection she's got going on around her psychically, because the cards wouldn't come out, and also the card that I saw was the warning card, the snake card. That shows me either black magic, or it shows me a level of, yeah, there's something going on. But I'm not actually accusing her of anything. I'm just tapping in to see how she's going, and seeing things around her. So she's got here self-love. So self-love can either be she was in the situation because of love, or her skills, because it says values and worth. So maybe she got her worth from that situation. What she's got now is because of the situation around P. Diddy. It could be that she was valuable to him, like for some of her skills. In some way, her value and worth is important here, or there was love connection. She was in it for love. I don't think it's for her. I don't think it's she needs more self-love. I don't think that's what they're telling me. I think it's here related to her worth. Her value stems from that in some way, but also she had valuable worth and skills. But I do feel she could have been in it for love to begin with. Now here it says inactivity, again, hibernation, inactivity, hibernation. So getting out of public life, or getting away from it for a little bit, but scattered and unorganized. So she's trying to get organized around something, trying to get her life together, trying to get things sorted, a plan in action, things like that around her. Let's try Kim Kardashian and P. Diddy. Ooh. Okay, they fill out in a funny way, so I'm not going to read them, but that one's just like intuition, thinking about the future, focus, mental clarity, caring for others, and socializing. She's very social. So a social thing. So let's see what cards are meant to come out. Okay, the cards that are meant to come out here is an energy boost. Okay, so that can indicate, strategy first of all came up. So let me see if I can put that where you can read it. Strategy, plan, making plans, strategizing, or in the situation somehow connected, part of the strategy, part of the planning, part of the strategist in some way. Scheming, planning, strategizing. So she's either doing that now or she was in that connection because that's what she was doing. That's how she was connected to it. She got her boost from that. So I think that she got a boost because of her connections. So her connections in there, that's how she got her boost into fame. Her past. Okay, so her past, are we talking about her past connections, how she got into it from the past, what she came from, what she is now, or are we talking about who she's connected to from her past? How are they connected into all this? Reassessing to come back to it. Reassessing to come back to it. That's very interesting. Taking action is on the bottom of the table here. Making steps, taking action. Reassessing to come back to it's very interesting. Now, this here I've just noticed, look at all those photos and those videos. Videos and photos, I think that's what that one there means. Assessing the footage around her. Strategy. Related to footage. An energy boost. Getting a boost up in your career because of footage, because of planning and strategy. Okay, so one of the people that came up in the names that P. Diddy, and I think it was his daughter that when saying a list of names, one name that came up that shocked me was Mark Wahlberg. So I want to know what the connection is there, why that name was said. But Mark Wahlberg and P. Diddy. Opportunity to open your doors. To get a start, to get the beginning, at the beginning, or got his beginning or got his start. The doors were opened. Slow down, take your time. Running on empty. For Mark Wahlberg, I just think it's something to do with his start and at the beginning. So, new doors. So I haven't actually seen any photos with him, but his name was mentioned. But it's connected to his start or his doors opened for him. The other person I have seen photos with is Harry, Prince Harry. So let's have a look at Prince Harry and P. Diddy. Okay, so a bunch of very interesting cards have come out for this one. Okay, so caution. He's being very cautious in this situation. around his connection to P. Diddy. It's a difficult situation. So either his connection to him is related to a challenge that he had, a difficult situation that maybe he was trying to get assistance with. Now he's got 2 emotion cards, so extreme emotion and overwhelming emotion. So mood swings, extreme emotion, emotion. So there's a lot of emotion somehow connected to his situation on how he's connected to P. Diddy. Fertility is another possible thing. Fertility is another, babies or fertility is another possible connection here. I don't know how that's connected, but that's the card that's there. I don't think it's anything related to white rabbits. I think it's related to babies or fertility, a challenge or a difficult situation around that. Card that fell on the floor was the hibernate, inactivity. So distancing yourself from that situation, getting away from it, getting away from out of the limelight for a moment while this blows over, and trying to distance yourself or stay on the down low. The inactivity is hibernation, quiet time. Okay, that was a bit interesting. Thanks for watching.